How y'all doing today? Today my video about purpose, finding your purpose, and to find your purpose, man, there's a few things that you just have to do, and it's so sad that some people actually they never find their purpose because in order to find your purpose, it's gonna be an uncomfortable season that you're gonna have to go through to find that purpose, and there's gonna be some things and even maybe some places and people that you're just going to have to let go, if not permanent, temporarily. And the next thing, and some people might be saying, well, how do I know if I'm in my purpose? So I'm about to tell y'all all that right now. First of all, if you go to work every day, I don't care if you got a good job, I don't care if you work at McDonald's, I don't care if you a doctor, whatever it is that you do, if you and I don't care how much money that you make, if every morning you wake up, you gotta force yourself out of bed, you're not in your purpose. And it's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, we live in a world where, everybody is not trailblazers and everybody ain't trying to be a CEO and everybody don't want to have all this, that, and the third. And I tell people all the time, for me, and the next thing, and when you get in your purpose, it's going to be like overnight. You know what I'm saying? For me, it was, it's going to be like overnight, like it's going to be like a hot knife going through butter. And you're going to love every minute of it. And that's how you're going to know you're your purpose. I was like, now see, this is the hard part here, finding your purpose. My brother, who just so happens to be my advisor, he used to always tell me, you gotta go into a moment of solitude. They got a guy I follow on YouTube, got a lot of respect for. Y'all go check his channel out, Ayoko Seiko, Big Fact Podcast, and he came out with a book called The 3 S's. Celibacy, sexlessness, solitude, and sobriety. You gotta look at your life like going to the doctor's office, right? When you go to the doctor's office, you usually go to the doctor's office by yourself. And the reason why you do that is because you want this doctor to be telling you whatever he's telling you about your life, about your health, excuse me. You wanna hear him. But if you brought your friends to the doctor's office, your coworker, everybody that all the stuff, the fault, everything when that doctor talking, you losing listening. But if you had all these distractions around you, friends, broken relationships, and when I say broken relationships, people that you're in a relationship that you're not supposed to be in a relationship, it's no happiness. But that's another video I'll talk about later on. But if you married and your husband and your wife, that's locked. So I ain't talking about that. But you don't bring all this into the doctor's office, because when the doctor telling you what's going on with your health, you tuned in to listen. And that's how life is. In order for you to find your purpose, you're gonna have to go through that moment of solitude. And trust me, it's not easy. It's not easy waking up in the morning without no woman next to you, or I'm so for women waking up without a man next to you, or not having no friends and just doing certain things. But you have to take that time out for yourself to find who you are, right? So the Creator God, so God can deal with you, and you got to speak with Him, and He'll speak with you through His Word. He'll speak with you directly. He'll speak with you through people, through different things. And like I say, you're gonna have to be alone. You're gonna have to be alone. You're gonna have to take that time to separate yourself, have a clear head, be sober, and realize what are you here for, right? Some people, they never actually get that opportunity, and it's actually a blessing in disguise. It kind of, like I say, for a person like me, I'm an extrovert. I love relationships. And what I mean by I love relationships, not just with women, I love relationships with people. I love people. I love to associate with other people. And I feel like that's how God put us here for, because if he didn't want us to associate people, why he put billions of people on the earth? So, but you still have to go through that point of solitude to understand what are you here for, right? And like I say, some people, it's so sad that some people go to their grave and never find out because they go to school, they leave school, they go to college, they go from college, they go to their career, they have kids, they have family. They never take that time out to realize, what am I here for? And I'm not, everybody not here to be super extraordinary, but you here for a specific purpose, right? You know, my mom was here for a specific purpose, and that was to be a mother to not only her kids, but to everybody. And my mama had a lot of rough patches in her life, a lot of things that happened to her that maybe wasn't fair. And guess what? Right now, at 64 years old, she is full of life, beautiful, have a beautiful spirit, never touched a cigarette, never touched alcohol, and she just always happy because she fulfilled her purpose, right? And her purpose was to love other people's children when they didn't have love at the home. Her purpose was to always be a light to not only her kids, but other kids. So that was her purpose. And you know, like I say, some people never had an opportunity to figure that purpose out because they from one institution to this institution, whether it be school, work, job, and they never actually, and then some people run away from that. Some people don't want to be alone. Some people just can't be alone. Some people just can't put the blunt down. Some people just can't be alone. Some people just can't just say, hold it. They just can't do it. Now, of course, if they go to God and ask Him for help, He'll give them help and give them strength to do anything. But they don't choose to do that. But you have to do it because you do not want to leave this earth and did not feel your purpose. That's why you see people, man. You see some people, and they, even financial or material wise, they got it all, but they not happy because you know why they not happy? Because they not in their purpose, right? You can go have a 6-figure job. I never forget, like for me. But when I worked at McDonald's making $8 to working at a plant making $26, and it's like every time I was at these places, I was smarter than everybody. I was new at the scene. I was always smarter than everybody. And I'm not saying it to be arrogant. I'm just it's just a truthful assessment. And I never was happy no matter what at the job site. It's always like, man, what am I doing here? And see, when you have feelings like that and thoughts like that, you know what I'm saying? Anything that you have in your heart and your mind to achieve in life, like for me, I tell people, I talk to people and they be like, well, I don't really desire to be rich. As long as I'm comfortable, I'm okay. I desire to be rich. I desire to have fortune. And not to stun and live in a big mansion with 10 cars outside and kick my foot up on the recliner. But I desire to be rich to bless other people. That's one of the, don't get me wrong, I like, certain material things as well, like everybody else, but my main objective, my number one objective, right, is to be financially stable to where I can, overly financially stable where I can take care of people. It's things that I have in place right now that I'm about to go off into this year. A homeless code, the homeless people, veterans, because veterans in this country don't get the respect that they deserve. A suicide prevention center. It's a lot of things that I want a nonprofit organization that I want to put into and create on my own and help people. And in order to do those type of things, you need money. So I desire to have money. But like I say, God blesses us to bless others. So that's my thing. But I'm just saying, people don't, and so like I say, man, to find your purpose, man, you're going to have to take that time. And like I say, it's not going to always be peaches and cream, but it's going to be well worth it. And when you find your purpose and when you get in your purpose, like I said, it's going to be like a hot knife going through butter. And also you're going to be able to monetize it because, everybody in this world, God gave them a gift to monetize. God didn't just put us here and help us to help. And also the school, like I say, I don't condemn going to school or none of those things because some people, that's they calling. You got to understand, if somebody going to be a doctor or a teacher, certain things like that, they have a desire to do those certain things. That's a calling because everybody can't deal with other people's kids with love. Everybody don't want to be working on nobody and taking. So certain things you do have, so I want to be clear on that. So some people's purpose is to go to school and be a doctor. But I'm saying, like I was talking to a young lady the other day and she was telling me about how, Vernon, she's a young lady, I think she's about 25, and she was telling me, Vernon, I'm tired of, it's not that I'm tired of working, it's just that You know, she was basically explaining how she, you know, she go to work and it's like, it just don't never feel right. Doesn't matter how much she made, it just doesn't feel right. And I was telling her, I say, listen, when you have these kind of feelings, these kind of thoughts, this is your creator redirecting you. This is God redirecting you or trying to redirect you. And most people, especially if you got a good paying job, you know, it makes it even harder. Because here you going to work every day for $30, $40 an hour, but you're not happy, right? And that's because you're not in your purpose. But it's gonna be hard to walk away from those $30 or $40. And the next thing, you know, some people, you know, in order for you to leave your job and take that solitude and figure things out, you're gonna have the finances to sustain you while you figure this out. So, you know, you have to work, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, I was able to, like I told you, know, my brother, he always told me that, you know what I'm saying? And see, me, what I would like to do is I would like to go in solitude and try to cheat it. Like I go in for a little while and I say, me go smoke me a blunt. Or I go in for a little while and say, man, I need to go get me a woman. But I was cheating. But as soon as I got into it wholeheartedly and said, listen, I'm staying in this until I figure this out, and God began to speak to me about a lot of different things, he began to lead my step and direct my path. And that's what he's going to do. But you're going to have to take that solitude, period. You're going to have to take that sober period. And you may, even if you're not married, you're going to have to take that period of being alone. You know, because, you know, relationships are a lot to deal with. We're not going to, you know, we're just being in a relationship is not, you know, it takes energy. It takes, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to, you're going to need that energy to put into what you got going on. And listen, the next thing about it, see, when you're in your purpose, everything going to fall into place. The woman you supposed to be with going to come. The man you supposed to be with going to come. Everything that's supposed to be for you that God already had for you before you was even born going to just drop into your lap. And you're going to understand you in your purpose, and you're going to love what you do. You're going to be loving to wake up in the morning. You just going to enjoy your life. But you have to take that period of solitude. You have to take that period of being sober, which is, you know, at this point, I preach being sober at all times. But I mean, each to their own. I'm not, you know, whatever you do, you do. I'm not going to condemn it. You know, you drink or whatever you do. If you're doing it in moderation and it ain't getting in your way of your life, then that's on you. But like I said, you're going to have to go through that point to where you have to, if you want to get in your purpose. If not, you want to just stay in the matrix or whatever you want to do, or you happy or you find where you at, this video ain't for you. But for the people that this video is for, it's going to reach them, and it's going to, you know, give them clarity of their life. And like I say, man, when you get in your purpose, man, when you get in your purpose, it's going to be like, thank you, Jesus. What was I been doing? And the thing about it, don't worry and say, oh man, well, I lost all them years. Because guess what? God said he going to give you beauty for your ashes. The Bible says he going to give you beauty for your ashes. In other words, all them lost years, he going to multiply for that. Because you and your purpose, and the purpose is from God. Your purpose is what God put you here for. In other words, your purpose is what God put you here for. So y'all be blessed, man. I hope this video reached the right people. I thank y'all for taking time out y'all day to listen to me. God bless. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, please.